ready, you can go ahead and start tapping on the side of the hand and repeating after me. Even though a part of me would love to rest, another part of me doesn't feel safe. And I'm open to having compassion for myself. And I honor how I feel. Even though a part of me needs to rest, another part of me does not feel like it's possible. And I'm open to having compassion for myself, because maybe it makes sense that I feel this way. And last time on the side of the hand, even though a part of me would love to rest, another part of me doesn't feel safe, doesn't feel like it's possible to rest. And I'm open to having compassion for myself. And it's completely valid that I feel this way. Good. Let's go ahead and tap on the top of the head, taking a deep breath in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. And tapping on the eyebrow point. And as you tap on the eyebrow point, go ahead and bring to mind whatever this visual, whatever this memory is of rest, or you trying to rest. So we're not choosing something where we're like, deeply asleep and deeply resting. This is a moment, a visual where we struggle. We struggle to truly embody rest or connect with rest. So go ahead and bring that to mind. Tapping on the side of the eye. This struggle to rest. Tapping underneath the eye. I feel all this resistance to truly resting. Tapping underneath the nose. Just thinking about resting makes me feel. And then go ahead and talk. Say how you feel. Tapping on the chin. And I feel this struggle or this resistance in my. And where do you feel it? Do you feel a buzzing sensation in your body? Do you feel a heaviness in your chest? Just tune into, or maybe your thoughts just start to kind of go crazy. But go ahead and say what it is for you. Tapping on the collarbone point. All this resistance and struggle to rest. Tapping underneath the arm. It doesn't feel safe. Tapping on the top of the head. It doesn't feel possible. Tapping on the eyebrow point. There's too much to do. Tapping on the side of the eye. If I don't do it, who will? Tapping underneath the eye. There's no way I can rest. Tapping underneath the nose. I'll rest when I'm dead. Tapping on the chin. I don't deserve to rest. I haven't done enough to rest. Tapping on the collarbone point. I have to be exhausted to rest. tapping underneath the arm. It's safer for me to keep moving. It's safer for me to stay productive. Tapping on the top of the head. And I'm not saying these things to emphasize that they're true. Tapping on the eyebrow point. I'm giving these fears and these beliefs a voice. Tapping on the side of the eye. And just notice if any of those beliefs are not your voice. Maybe they're a voice of a parent or someone in your environment. Tapping underneath the eye. All of this struggle and resistance to rest. Tapping underneath the nose. It feels so hard. Tapping on the chin. It feels so scary. Tapping underneath the arm. And as you tap underneath the arm, start to tune into what exactly are you afraid of? When you sit down or lay down to rest, what are you afraid of? Tapping on the top of the head. And I'm just going to be silent and prompt cue the points just for you to voice what your fears are. So tapping on the eyebrow point, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. What are you afraid of? Tapping on the side of the eye. Where do you feel this fear? Tapping underneath the eye. I'm afraid of. Yep. Tapping underneath the nose. If I stop being productive, I will. Tapping on the chin. I feel this fear or this resistance in my. And just sense where you feel it. You can pause the video if you need to, if you're having a lot come up or you want to stay longer on a certain point. Moving to the collarbone point. And as you tap on the collarbone point, seeing if you can breathe into where you feel the fear. Tapping underneath the arm. I'm afraid of. Go ahead and start or continue saying what that fear is. What will happen if I rest? Tapping on the top of the head. I'm not the only one who feels this way. It's okay that I feel this way. Tapping on the eyebrow point. And even with all this fear and resistance and struggle to rest, tapping on the side of the eye, maybe I can start to cultivate safety. Tapping underneath the eye, maybe I can remind myself that my body knows how to do this. My body knows how to rest. Tapping underneath the nose, maybe I can remember that resting is one of the best things I could do for myself, my nervous system, my goals, my dreams. Tapping on the chin. And as you tap on the chin, I want you to imagine either the last time that you felt safe resting, might be a long time ago, or imagine what it would feel like to feel safe to rest. I know for me, being at my grandmother's home makes me so emotional, is where I have always felt the safest to rest. And so I have memories and images of being in certain bedrooms or couches, and my body can remember what it feels like to rest. And if you don't have that, seeing if you can conjure up, just inviting your body, what might it feel like to be safe to rest? This is when we can use our imagination. And again, you can pause this if you need to. Give yourself some time. Tapping on the collarbone point. I don't have to be completely healed or completely exhausted to deserve to rest. Tapping underneath the arm. Maybe I can start to believe that it's safe and I'm worthy of rest. You can go ahead and stop tapping and go ahead and rub the sore spot. That's about 1 inch in from the armpit. Go ahead and give that a big, good rub, taking a deep breath in. And moving to the other side, 1 inch in from the armpit, taking a deep breath in and breathing out. You can put your hand on your heart if that feels good, and then just noticing on a scale of 1 to 10 what that resistance or that fear or that emotion around rest, where it is now. Maybe it went up, maybe that number went down, maybe it stayed the same. It's just information. We use that number to gauge our emotional experience and our energy. It's not like it's good or bad. It just says maybe we need to do a couple more rounds of tapping. Maybe we need to be more specific. If a lot is showing up for you, you can always book one-on-one sessions with me or another EFT practitioner, because there can be a lot can come up around rest. There's a lot of trauma. There's a lot of, it's a very complex experience. So if you feel like there's like an overwhelming thing happening around rest or any of these videos, make sure that you reach out to get support, whether it's me or some other practitioner that can help hold that experience for you, because you and your nervous system are not meant to do it alone, and we all deserve to rest, and we need to be resting more than anything right now. So we have access to our full selves, so we have access to our imagination, we have access to our inner resources, because we are in times where this is necessary. We can't have tired folks out here. So that's it for me today. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you soon, and I'll leave all that information in the caption. Be well.